Lesson 2 in the power of perspective, your gift. How to understand how life is actually trying to crack open your heart for your highest good. How to understand what the gifts are within your challenges. And here we go into your story. What I want you to do in this situation, if you haven't already, write your story. Write your life to date as if it was a movie. And become aware of the challenges you've had to face. Make yourself the hero of the story. Really get into it and talk about how you felt in various situations. Take your time to tap into how you really felt in your worst time and what you did to overcome it. Then, once you've completed the story, I'd like you to go back in and take a look at a few aspects to recognize, what did you learn? So ask yourself, what are the skills that I gained from this experience? What are the lessons that I learned? How did I improve myself following this major life challenge or event? You may like to write a few different stories, a story for each significant troublesome time or hardship. And after you've done those questions, move more into the advice that you would give your younger self. What would you do differently if you had a similar situation coming up against you again? This is awesome for relationships because quite often this is where we do repeat most of our patterns. Now I want you to become really aware that when you trigger, when you have a reaction of any form, it's your stuff. Now, if you react and you're feeling blissfully in love, awesome, that's your stuff. You own that love, you created that love. Now, it's not to say that you create all the bad stuff consciously that happens to you. I don't want it to be misunderstood so that you sort of start to be down on yourself for all the hardship you've drawn in, because it's not actually an even playing field out there. Life is not totally fair, you see, and some people get a tougher ride than others. This is the way it is. Once we can accept that and know that the tougher the ride, the bigger the bloom. And as soon as you bloom like a flower, the bee comes, right? As soon as you bloom, the good stuff comes. So the aim of the game is to come through these challenges and bloom by recognizing your gifts. And then you will receive the most amazing abundance from anything: love, money, miracles, awesomeness, creativity, divine inspiration, other forms of passion. Seriously, if you can imagine this, the flower is asleep. When the flower blooms, the bee comes, and honey, the sweetness of life, is made. And that, my friend, is how you can remind yourself how to remember the gift within every life-challenging situation. Now go through your story and ask yourself questions that will help you to really embrace the good stuff.